Okay, so there's a lot to talk about here. We've got lawyer Ada Lem with us to sift through some of this. Now, clearly, there are a lot of details about this case that we just simply don't know, besides what's in the very thin notice of civil claim. But as a lawyer, if a potential client were to come up to you and say, look, I'm part of an office lottery pool, my coworker was taking care of it, bought a lottery ticket, we think that's a winning ticket, now they deny ever having bought a lottery ticket, and I want to sue. What would you advise to that person?
I think it would be something that's worth pursuing, that's for sure, especially if it's a large claim. In this particular case, I mean, it's still unknown whether the particular winning lottery ticket is the one in the defendant's hand. But if you know...
If there even is a winning ticket, or a ticket at all.
That's
right?
correct, yeah. One way to prevent that is by actually distributing the ticket after you've bought it, before the winning numbers come out. And if you had distributed the tickets to all of the different members in the pool, you can keep your own tickets separate. And the tickets that have been distributed, everyone knows what's going on, what the status is of all of the different draws.
So for all those people who are involved in these sorts of office lottery pools, that's one piece of solid advice. Make sure you have a copy of that ticket in your hand before the winning numbers are actually drawn. What else would you suggest? I mean, do people have to go as far as drawing up a contract for this kind of thing?
I think a contract is a great idea. In fact, on the BCLC's website, they have a contract in place. It sets out, you know, the proportion of shares for each person, their names and addresses, and that they are entitled to this particular pool. And so what that does is that it clarifies, instead of on the back of a napkin that everyone seems to do, who is actually in the pool and who is not. Secondly, what's not in the BCLC website is a provision for how people who regularly play in the pool and don't contribute for a particular week, what should happen when that happens?
Like if they're sick or on holiday, for example, they didn't put money in, and they win during that day or that week. So that's not outlined in the BCLC contract,
No,
but you
it's
think that's
not.
something that should be planned for ahead of time?
Oh, absolutely. It should be attached to the document that's sent out to all pool members. And anytime somebody either withdraws from the pool or is added to the pool, a new pool contract should be sent out to everyone again. But for the times where most of the lawsuits that occur in this situation is with people who don't pay for that particular week because they're sick on holidays and end up getting cut out from the winnings, from the $50 million winnings. There was a case out in Ontario, Bombardier case, where one particular mechanic was away on vacation, and that particular pool ended up winning a free draw, and from that free draw won $50 million. And of course, everyone who ended up in part of the pool said, well, you didn't pay that particular week, so you're not entitled to the $50 million. And that case went to court.
Ada Lem, thanks for your time.
Thank you.